and welcome to Comics with Jose. My name is Jose. I love comics and I want to share them with you. Follow me on Twitter at Art of J Velez, on Instagram at jvelez622. We're going to review some comics that I like, that I love, and some that I don't like or love. I own all the comic books that I am showing. Even though we're going to be looking at them digitally, I actually have copies of every single comic book that we are going to review. Like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me again. I get to talk about my favorite subject, which is comic books. I just adore them, and I want to share them with you here. And I've been covering the McFarlane Amazing Spider-Man era, where I consider him to be at his peak. So I have 3, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, and now we're jumping off to 325. Now, the reason I'm not covering 320 through 324 is because during this time, as you can see here on the cover, they were on sale twice a month. McFarlane just could not give you beautiful artwork. He just drew very sloppy, but part of it was because of the speed that was demanded. And 324, the issue before this, he didn't draw. So it had Eric Larson was a guest penciler, um, allowing McFarlane a full month to be able to do his wonderful art. So as you can see, the Red Skull is on this cover, and Spider-Man's holding a uh, tethered American flag here. Great depiction of Washington, D.C. burning. So, really, the assassination plot, it's okay. It's an okay story. Most of these stories were okay. We're really here so that we can see McFarlane at his best on the inside, and he doesn't disappoint. So, we start with the credits of David Michelini is the writer and Todd McFarlane is the artist, and they're declining Spider-Man's request for clearance because he refuses to take off his mask. Even here you see Man Spider. He kept a secret identity, and so since he wouldn't tell anybody who he is, he doesn't get the clearance. And Silver Sable and Captain America had recommended it. This is the first time you get to see Todd McFarlane draw Captain America. It's really cool. So, and they're trying to search for the mastermind who's responsible for that assassination plot. It's really cool because you can tell from the cover who it's going to be in the title of the story. So we do know it's the Red Skull, but you know the he says he that the reason is because like I said, he won't remove his mask, fingerprints. We don't even know if he's American, and that triggers Spider-Man, and so he gets a little angry because he feels like he was scolded, or like a kid who a parent just didn't think he was good enough. Love McFarlane's art. Love how he poses Spider-Man. We normally get shots from the front, so it's very cool to see him draw from behind. So, bunch of great panels here. So they're at Aunt May's house, and he startles MJ. So the two of them are having a bit of a moment with some of talking. They're basically talking about some of the stuff that's been going on. Marvel has never been written for kids, and they've been written for like teenagers and college kids. So that's part of the attraction, and that's why there's so much going on. Todd here, kind of lazy. He probably got a photocopy of the Pentagon, and you can see Here it's kind of blown up, but I always thought, man, that'd be so easy to draw. I mean, it's a pentagon, for God's sakes. You don't have to get that creative on it, but anyway, so um, they're kind of going over their plan. I love the it saves on drawing, make everybody black in silhouette. Um, McFarlane always good at, look at this, just kind of putting Captain America from behind. Um, so and Spider-Man's gonna join them, and Captain America's upset that um, Spider-Man was able to get to the Pentagon without being seen. But regardless, they're going to he's gonna they're gonna take his help. So this is, like I said, part of the overall story of everything that happened. I'm just gonna keep going here. And Spider-Man, that was Spider-Man, and he puts a tracer on one of the bad guys, and so he's gonna follow. Like I said, look at these cool panels here. Look at this. I mean, just and Spider Sense. That's how the Spider Sense was drawn. And he shot, but they miss him. And he gets rid of them. Another great panel here. And Spider-Man's looking. And it's the Red Skull. And so he sees that he had some serious stuff planned. McFarlane is such a master. He just throws ticks everywhere. He just makes marks. Big lines, little lines, it doesn't matter. He just throws them in there. And he offers Spider-Man $1 million to, you know, do his bidding. But of course, he starts to think Mary Jane's out of work. There's expenses, moving costs, selling photos is tough, but he doesn't do it. And so they tell him to go kill him. And another great pose here. Not a very good job. Like I said, he still had to draw during this time, so he these issues where he had to draw twice a month just weren't, you know, his best work wasn't always on everything. So sometimes he just kind of, as they call it, kayfabed it. He just kind of just went along with it. So the main point is, to try and get the big things right. So he used these really thin lines to get the costume. I mean, very, very thin lines. He worked with a pen, so. And so he dispatches them. Off he goes. Gets the camera and the recorder. And so they get proof that it was the Red Skull that was behind it all. They thank Spider-Man for his help. And so there we go. So Amazing Spider-Man 325. Hope you liked it. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.